Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Prescott on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed. And escapability in tandem, and turn this into a tremendous play.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
The kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Second down, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown. Touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
32-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. A one-handed catch, that's one thing. But with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Prescott from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time. Especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there, second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Eagles 7.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Hurts fumbles it.
DeMarcus Lawrence. Dak Prescott sacked. Fumble on the
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk. About smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and now it's 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Makes the score Cowboys 14.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when he talked about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that, that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
Here's Hurts to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a cycle.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hurts.
His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
On is the punter, Johnston, now, as he sends this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Ezekiel Elliott who put together a solid first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Brings their line to kick off for Dallas.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
Fielded in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Getting set to go again, Dallas Goedert marching back onto the field. And as we look at his highlights, you know, sometimes I've asked you schematically, how do you stop one player? Well, how do you stop a tight end like this without opening up other holes, partner?
You show your basic defenses, whether you're playing the 3-deep zone, the 2-deep zone, but you have your variations underneath it. So sometimes instead of the safety staying deep, the safety will drop down. A sky coverage, they call that. Sometimes the corner's responsible. You get a little, what they call a cloud, someone coming underneath. Sometimes the linebacker shows the ability to rush the passer and instead drops down and tries to get underneath the tight end as he tries to run routes. So many different things you can do from basic sets.
Trying to prevent those highlights we saw. Another run with Sanders. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30.
He was brought down at the...
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Left side here to Sanders. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Complete to Miles Sanders.
For a second there, I thought... That might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He'll run it. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40.
Hurts on the keeper. A gain of 19 yards.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Neville Gallimore able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Cowboys 21, Eagles 13.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Cowboys take over first and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Prescott now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
they'll run the option here with Hurts. And shutting him off, now open field. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I'll tell you, he got away with it there. Pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do. And these young quarterbacks, these rookies, I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go, I kind of have a running back mentality. And I'm like, yeah, but you're a quarterback. That's what they pay you for. Have that mentality, but at the end of the play, protect yourself.
Now the second down throw on target, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 6 yards.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jalen Smith able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point.
And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go to Elliott again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And this returnable, now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Cowboys.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 9. Just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught by Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
Cowboys 31.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So now it's the Eagles' turn. Trailing in this one now. 23 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Diggs with a good footwork. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that score should be the proverbial icing on the old cake.
What kind of cake?
I go white cake, peanut butter frosting.
I like the way you think, and I think they may celebrate with